All right, just before day one of Racegun Nationals 2025, I forgot to do the driving pregame talk that I normally do, so I thought I'd grab a quick one in the hotel. But we are here, we are signed up, the match looks amazing. Something like 621 shooters registered for the match. I think it was 260 plus in limited optics. And it is a monster field. Todd Jarrett's there, Travis is there, bunch of current GMs. I just re-looked and sorted by class, and there's something like 95 GMs and masters in limited optics. It's a tough field. Senior is super duper tough as well. I mean, friggin' Todd Jarrett's in senior limited optics, so there's no easy day. But match looks good. I feel prepped and ready. It's the last match of the year. I have carefully adjusted my personal goals to, I would just like to shoot a solid match for me, and the finish is going to be what the finish is. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to get after it. I'm going to try to shoot alphas. I'm going to try to haul ass when I'm not shooting alphas, and we'll just let it be what it's going to be. I feel the gear is prepped a little better than last year. I like my load. I like my gun. Physically, I'm in a little better shape. I've been working out and kind of watching what I eat. So same weight, but I feel a little stronger, a little firmer. I'm hoping that helps. Elbows are shot. There's no way around it. Even the left one is hurting just as bad as the right did 2 years ago. So I'm kind of grinding to get through the season, honestly. I don't want to be pessimistic, and I'm not making excuses before the fact. I'm here. This is my Super Bowl. I'm going to do the best I can. And I'm really hoping that I just end the year with a good, smooth, solid match. That's the goal. So we are starting on the double barrel. I think it's 14, where it's grab a mag off a barrel, grab a gun off a different barrel, load, and run amok. I think we're shooting something like 6, 6, and 7 as far as stages per day. We're on the PM, AM, PM schedule. So we're going to go, we're going to shoot today starting at about 1:15, something like that. We bang out 6 stages. It's a little slow pace. We're going to do 6 stages in 5 hours, which is a little slow. And then basically you just prep your gear, eat dinner, take a shower, and get up to do it again at 7:30 the next morning. And then we have a 24-hour break between day 2 and day 3. And that's one thing that I really want to focus on as a personal area for improvement. I really want to have a good third day. I want to have a great first and second day, don't get me wrong, but I really want to have a solid third day. So one of the things I'm tracking, I'm kind of getting into the metrics of everything. I'm looking at the A's I shot, looking at my times. If the leader, let's say the leader beats me by 10 seconds the first day and 10 seconds the second day for the same amount of stages, well, I'm holding the same pace. But if they beat me by 10 seconds the first day and they put an additional 15 or 20 seconds on me the second day, I'm falling off. So I'm working on my rest, my recovery, vitamins, and going to get a light workout and what I'm eating in the whole nine. So I'm really hoping this is sort of before we actually get into the match, but I'm really hoping that this match, I have a nice smooth match from start to finish. I learned some things in Indiana. Don't know if we're going to do an Indiana video or not. It was a little bit of a clown show. But I shot a good stretch in the middle where I didn't have ammo problems. I shot a good stretch of 6 or 7 stages in a row that were just smooth sailing. I'm not a barn burner. I'm not a world beater. But I get out, shoot my is, stick to my plan. And I'm going to try and make sure that I stay ahead enough that I have a good plan. That was something when the wheels fell off in Indiana. That was something that happened was I didn't have a plan and I got rushed into going. I was, I think, second on a 54 round circus stage. And then I got rushed into, I was going first on the last stage we shot, and I had ammo problems and the plan fell apart. So really hoping to take it serious, do some prep. Don is very good about prep. Don's my partner that's here with me. We walk stages, video stages, talk about stages, talk to people that have shot the stages. try to get a plan. I don't want to do anything extreme or stupid, but I want to have a good solid plan that I can execute, that I can remember and execute. These are a couple of little memory stages, which are completely not my favorite, never have been my strong suit. So I'm going to try and simplify those. The rest of them, I'm just going to try to hang on to the A's and beat feet when I'm not shooting alphas. So I'll probably edit most of this out because it seems like I'm rambling, but it's time to go to the range and shoot day one of the 2025 Racegun Nationals in limited optics, Master Senior.
Okay, here we go. Thought I had a good first move. Open target into a small popper. Open target, 2 big poppers, clean up some stuff on the left. Blast over to the center, shouldn't take my hand off the gun. Blast over to the right and clean up. I was out of time with that swinger. Over to a partial and back. Thanks to my buddy Trip Tillman for the reverse angle here. You can really see the stage layout with a wide angle. As I'm coming across here, extra shot on the mini popper. Don't take your hand off the gun. Little popper under barricade. I was out of time with that swinger, and I should have had it programmed to go to the partial first. Lost time, lost chances. Decent run here on the next stage. Felt like I was starting to kind of cruise. Good points, but just not explosive. My times are killing me. Pretty straightforward stage. Couple 3 positions, just shoot your points. I had a little step back up there, but overall, not too shabby. 3rd senior limited optics. Another decent stage. Draw to a full, then go right to a vertical partial, which we shot so many of. Blast off to the left, trying to shoot in on the move, even though I'm shooting minor. Decent stage, 7-1 here, 9-1 on the last. I'm picking up some points and putting up decent runs. So decent start here, and actually had a decent time, but there in the background you see that vertical 69 target with no demarcation between the two, and I dropped a mic on it, not realizing that the upside down target was the top target. So a good time, but the mic really cost me, and I dropped a 10th senior limited optics on this stage.
Are you ready?
Okay, stage 11, trying to get back on the horse after a little stumble. This is actually a little bit tougher setup with tuxes over there instead of open 69. Felt like a revision of the previous stage. We shot 3 very similar layouts. I had an extra shot on the tux, didn't need it, 3 alpha. I had an extra shot in the back on the Mindfuck steel with hardcover in front and behind, but decent run. Okay, ending day 1 on stage 12. Hardcover popper in front of the activator. Cool little timing problem. How much do you want to swing the gun? Waiting on a swinger to pop out. And I thought I had a good plan. Had a decent run going. Shot decent points. But sadly, dogged the load and ended up standing there with my teeth in my mouth waiting to shoot. So slow time.
Okay, back at the hotel after day 1 Racegun Nationals 2025. It was an interesting day. I feel like it was a good day. I didn't shoot particularly clean. I didn't really smoke anything. I did have a mic, but overall I felt like it was a good day. There was some interesting drama. There were some interesting challenges. Great squad, fun squad, mixed bag squad. We got supposed to be shuffled around. I had somebody hit me up a couple weeks ago and ask, could we change squads so something like they could shoot with their son or the local group or something like that? And I mean, you're not going to say no, unless you're with a whole bunch of people that you got a squad with. And I was with one guy I got a squad with. So I said, hey, if you can move Don and I both, and we're on the same schedule so that we shoot PM, AM, PM, and our travel still works, then go ahead and move us. We're easy. So they did, sort of, and I thought I was on the squad with a bunch of open guys and the guy that was actually high senior at Carry Optics. And he was a nice fellow. I met him today. Great dude. We chatted a little bit, and he's having a banger of a match. So as they normally do, they close the registration page, so you can't check your squatting anymore. And last I saw was on 213. We show up to registration, and I said, hey, the squatting got all kind of funky, and they were asking me to change and whatever, and what squad am I on? And he said, oh, you guys are both on 213. And he looked at me and said, yep, 213. Okay. So we walked the stages and spent an hour and a half or however long yesterday prepping the stages that 213 was going to shoot. And it's zone 3 and start on 14, all this kind of stuff. We roll up this morning and they start to do roll call at 213 and they say, you're not here. And they call stats and they call registration and they call the range master and, oh no, you guys are over on 212. And I'm thinking that's right next door, same stages. Nope, they're shooting an entirely different zone, like set of stages. And it was stuff that we hadn't prepped at all. So we basically walked up to the first stage as they were calling the 4 minutes, and we said, okay, what's the plan? And somebody said, stand here, shoot that, stand here, shoot what you see, run front and finish. So we shot the first stage like as cold as you can. Good squad, bunch of nice guys. Trip, real young open master, smoking dude, is there. We got, in fact, I think with him, we probably have 4 open guys on the squad at least. A couple of them are really just killing it. And 2 or 3 limited optics guys and a couple PCC guys and even a limited guy. So it's a nice mixed bag. You see a variety of skill levels, a variety of styles, a variety of stage plans. It's pretty cool. So as far as shooting goes, I think I was a little over 4-1 Alpha to Charlie today, which is not stellar, but there was a fair amount of distance that you're trying to shoot at speed, fair amount of the amoeba, smaller targets at distance, swingers, partials, tuxes. So even though I'm only at 4-1, I don't feel bad about it. I feel like I shot pretty good. The very first stage, I only shot 2-1, so that means the rest of the day I shot better than that. Didn't smoke anything, but I think we shot 6 stages a day. I shot 4 stages that I felt were pretty solid. So there's one target presentation that was really weird for a nationals. They had an up-down target presentation with no border, no hard cover, no shoot, no nothing, just a 69 target, and you were shooting it at about 13, 14 yards, so the lines started to disappear from my old eyes. And I took a mic, ended up shooting into the delta of the upside down target instead of the alpha of the right side up target, something like that. It was the one target of the day that I really didn't pull a good mental focus on. I felt like I shot a lot of alpha. I shot a lot of alpha moving. I felt I did all right today. That one mic is the one penalty of the day. I don't even have any deltas. I'm roughly 4-1 with a lot of partials, distance swingers, and no deltas. So that was a good day. Reloads were pretty good. Draws were pretty good. I feel I'm trying to push aggression when I'm not shooting and movement speed. And, for being an old guy, I feel like I look better than I have recently in the videos. I really tried to push it, and I feel like the draw looks good. Reloads look good on, I think we had reloads on 5 stages, and 4 of them were good. One of my dogged real bad and spun the mag, and rather than just go back to the belt for a clean reload, I spun the mag and finished up, and it was okay. I timed the swingers well. I think I was 2As Alpha Charlie on the swingers, something like that. Had some extra shots on steel. I tried to shoot steel rolling into a position and shot them when they were in the hoop and not when the dot was on the steel, and that's lazy. So I had a lot of extra shots on steel, trying to shoot them moving into a position. I had good plans. They were aggressive plans. Feel like I hung on to the points well. Don, the buddy I'm here with, shot solid. Not as good as he'd been shooting lately, though. He looked a little tight and a little... I think he was thrown off his game a little bit by the snafu with our squatting, because he is very into his prep and he videos the stages and he walks through until he's got it nailed down. He makes notes on the stage diagrams and the whole thing. And he put in the time yesterday, and we were really ready to kick ass on, I think it's zone 3. We're really ready to kick ass on that set of stages, and we didn't shoot them today. We shot 6 stages that we've never seen or looked at before. So that being said, he shot pretty well. He had 6 or 7 deltas, but basically the same Alpha to Charlie as I did otherwise. He shot like an open guy, shot on the move, took some deltas here and there for speed. We have a couple of guys on the stage. The Marble Man in particular, his name's Russell, he's a great guy. Shoots just super aggressive, and he figures out a very slick plan. The plans are a little aggressive for me, shooting minor. Shooting 20-yard targets on the move and taking Charlies or Deltas, I can't do it. But his timing with stuff, his flow, he never stops moving, he never stops shooting. And Don's able to pick up on those plans and run with them. And so he's going to do better tomorrow. I'm going to do better tomorrow. And overall, it's so far it's been a good experience. This video not sponsored in any way by the chicken joint. But it's about 6:30. We shoot at 7:30 tomorrow morning. So maybe 7:45. But we shoot first thing in the morning. So going to make an early night of it. I'm here cleaning my mags and brushing them out because the range is very dusty. Little, like just bigger than sand, kind of gravel. Gators, I'm getting gators because the those little like birdseed rocks in your shoe is just getting tiring. Gators are the way to go. I got to get gators. The sun is brutal. My beak is a little red. The temperature's gorgeous, but the sun is brutal. The temperature's absolutely gorgeous. Tomorrow, I think it's 48 in the morning, and it goes into the mid-70s. Just gorgeous. So we started, I think, 7:30, 7:45, and go till noonish, something like that. So far, the stages are a little more complicated than they were last year. Stages last year at Talladega felt kind of open and lazy. They were track meets. It was 3 open targets, run 10 yards, 3 open targets, run 10 yards, 3 open targets, over and over and over. And if you weren't a quick 25-yard, you didn't have a chance. A lot of these stages, you can shoot them on the move. You have options on where they are. There's a lot of partials, both with no shoots and hardcover. Small steel, swingers. They had a hardcover popper with an activator behind it. It was pretty cool. Stages are pretty cool. The range staff's been just top-notch, friendly. They look like they're enjoying themselves. Other than that, I'm just going to clean up and get to bed early and turn the AC down to about 45 and just try to get some sleep and have a good day tomorrow. More to come.